Forget the grocery store. This homemade caramel sauce takes less than 5 minutes and you only need a few main ingredients. I'll show you exactly how to get that sweet buttery caramel flavor without it tasting burnt. It'll take your coffee drinks and other recipes to another level. So let's get started. We're going to begin with a half cup of granulated sugar. This half cup of sugar is enough to make a half cup batch of this homemade caramel. If you want more, adjust accordingly. When you have your half cup of granulated sugar ready, go ahead and add it to a medium saucepan. It's that easy. And now we're on to the next ingredient. And it's a simple one, just 2 tablespoons of water. I recommend using filtered water if possible. I know that 2 tablespoons doesn't seem like a lot compared to the sugar, but it's all that we need. When you have your 2 tablespoons of water ready, go ahead and add it into the saucepan. Now it's time to add a little heat. Set your stovetop to medium. Or if you have a gas stovetop like I do, you can set it between low and medium. It will just take a little bit longer to heat up. Now I give it a quick stir just to make sure it mixes properly. Okay, now it's looking great and we're ready to move on. Okay, now we're going to continue heating until the mixture begins changing colors. This is how it should look after a couple minutes. It will begin bubbling and simmering along the edges, but we're waiting for the color to turn light brown. 5 minutes in, the mixture is still heating and the color still hasn't changed. As the mixture continues to heat, it's a great time for our quick goose fact. Speaking of heat, geese keep their core warm by running warm blood down and cool blood up their legs and touching vessels. The heat swaps across so the body stays warm. Make sure to subscribe so you can join our flock and hear more fun recipes with their goose facts. As you can see, we're small but growing quickly. The mixture was continuing to heat up on medium heat after 5 minutes. 10 minutes in, the sugar is actually starting to crystallize, and the edges are turning light brown. As the brown color spreads throughout the saucepan, you know the time is getting near. And when it looks like this, it's time to turn off the heat. You want to turn off the heat before it gets dark brown. The first time I waited 2 extra minutes too long and I burnt it, and this is how it looked. Avoid making my mistake, it tasted terrible. Once I turned off the heat, I moved the saucepan to make sure there was no residual heat. And now it's time for some more ingredients. First up is 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use any kind of butter, but I like to use a European butter. This Irish butter is slightly more expensive, but it has less water. The flavor is better and it doesn't have as much water splattering whenever you put it into the saucepan. Remember, we only need 2 tablespoons. When your 2 tablespoons are ready, go ahead and add it to your saucepan. Be very careful because the sauce is already very hot. You can actually hear the sizzling and it should melt rather quickly. You can carefully stir to help it mix in better. Alright, once the butter is melted, we're ready for the next ingredients. And next up is a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. You can find it in the dairy section of pretty much any grocery store. This heavy cream serves 2 purposes. It's the breaks and the body. It cools the caramel to stop it from burning, and it gives the sauce a rich, silky texture. Add your 1/4 cup of heavy cream in as soon as you have it ready. You can even see the difference as it helps bring everything together. Next up is one of my favorite ingredients, vanilla extract. And we'll need a 1/2 teaspoon. Many of you already know that we sell small batch coffee syrup on our Lone Goose Bakery website. We've actually been selling a lot. But we also offer vanilla extract as well. No matter what you go with, make sure you use vanilla extract with natural flavors to get the most out of this recipe. And when you have your 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract ready, add it to the other ingredients in the saucepan. Go ahead and stir it in to make sure it's mixed evenly. And now we have only 1 ingredient remaining. It's optional and very simple. It's just a pinch of sea salt. Just add a bit into the other ingredients and you're good to go. Once you stir it in, your caramel sauce is completely ready to use. It's ready to use immediately in your next latte, macchiato, or other coffee drink. I used it in a caramel latte and I have that recipe coming up next week. And any caramel sauce that you don't use immediately can be covered and stored in the fridge for up to 1 week. Just reheat in the microwave whatever you're ready to use. Now that we've created this awesome homemade caramel sauce, you need another fun coffee recipe to try out. Check out our fun pecan latte recipe and I'll see you there.